Everybody, Dr. Rick here. Hope everybody's having a great day. It's the end of the week for many. As for me, I'm just now getting started. I'm headed out to grab some things for the baby, and then I'm going to be finishing up at home while spending time with the family. I know I'm not going to work too long, but I'm not done yet. Anyway, don't forget, we're still in the midst of a fundraiser. We need your support. There's so much work that needs to be done in our community with Black Men Lead, Rite of Passage, Restoring Ghetto's Forgotten Daughters. If you did not check out the interview my wife Marion did for me and my business partner, we have a page on Facebook with over 70-something thousand followers, and we teach business principles and a bunch of other things, and she thought it would be good to switch up and talk about how healing plays a role in being successful in business. And she decided to interview Marion, and it basically took the interview from Marion's book, Ghetto's Forgotten Daughters. If you haven't checked that out, it's probably the video right before this one. Definitely check it out. The interview is about 1 hour and 15 minutes, and it's worth watching every ounce of it. My wife has been very transparent in her book and in her interviews and in the lectures that she gives on the importance of healing and trauma. And like I said, the way I met my wife was she came to me while she was in the midst of doing her work and worked with me. We did that for a while on a professional level. She went her way, I went my way, and the next time we connected, I let her know that I wanted her to be my wife. I often joke and tell people, and they laugh, but I'm serious. I never dated my wife. I observed my wife, and then when my wife came back within my reach, I was very upfront. Look, I want you to be my wife. I want you to spend the rest of your life with me, or the rest of my life with you, whatever. And we've been working on that and building on that ever since. So I'm excited and I'm proud of her. I know the work she did. I know if you watch that video, like I said, if you watch that interview, you're going to find out, just how hard of a life as a child my wife had and how hard she worked to come back to be where she's at. And I consider it an honor to be a husband. I consider it an honor to be able to have contributed to her in a positive way. And check that out. There's a reason why we need your support. There's so much going on. There's so much violence and death and disappointment. I've got so many young men being brought to me that's struggling with father issues, struggling with mental health issues, bipolarism, depression, and so many other things. I've got them coming with suicidal ideations and all other types of things. Our young men are in a conundrum dealing with the enigmatic issues that plague our community, and they aren't processing it well, they aren't doing well, and that's on us. We haven't properly socialized them. We haven't created an environment for them to be strong. We haven't elevated our situation in ways that we can. I've talked to you multitudinous times about the ability to properly socialize young Black males and what that translates to. Reduction in proclivity for violence, reduction in dropout rate, reduction in incarceration, reduction in intimate partner violence. All of this can be handled by how we socialize young Black males. The problem is we aren't doing it consistently. We don't have a standard by which we measure manhood on a consistent level. It's everybody's defining manhood based on what they want to see. Not based on what's good, not based on what the standard should be, but based on what they want to see. And that's the problem. I'm challenging everybody. It's time to stand up. We've got to define manhood based on principles that promote a behavior that's conducive to the growth and growth and expansion of our community, the empowerment and liberation of our community, not based off of what somebody feels or what somebody wants to do on an individual level. We need to escape individualism. We need to move into collectivism. We need to understand that we are a group and we need to function as a group. Doesn't mean we have to all agree on the same thing. Doesn't mean we all have to like the same thing. But what it does mean is we got to have a common goal. And that common goal has to be empowerment and advancement of our people and the advancement of our people. It has to be the strengthening and preparation of our youth. When I wrote my 16th book, which was some time ago, The Miseducation of Black Youth in America, one thing I did, went to great lengths to do, was to define what it meant to be educated. Education, like Dr. Amos Wilson often says, to be truly educated means to be truly empowered in a way that you can solve your own problems, that you can literally create the path to a better life for yourself and those that you love. And and the way that I've defined it in both of my books that focus on education, both The Miseducation of Black Youth in America and Academic Apartheid, I define education as being the act of empowering and preparing a person, preferably a youth, to not only grow up and be able to compete in the world, but also to win. And it is more than the attainment of academic skills. It is the holistic process of being prepared and empowered. And we need to be doing that. We need to be socializing our kids. We need to be more actively involved. We've got to deal with the fact that we don't have enough men modeling manhood in the community because a lot of them aren't there. And then a lot of them are modeling it erroneously and giving the wrong impression. And the standard of being a man has nothing to do with how many women you've been. And we need to understand that being a man isn't simply about what's in your bank account. It isn't even about what you do with what's in your bank account. It's so much more than that, and we need to be able to do that. And I talked about that in the 5 P's of Black Manhood. If you haven't watched that, you need to watch that. It's a series. The 5 P's of Manhood, defining Black manhood in the Black community and what's important. What I can tell you is we've got work to do. There's a bunch of things that we need to do. And I didn't know that was going like that, Marion. Anyway, I'm sorry. I apologize. I got to going and didn't even realize that air was blowing that loud. So I'm going to get ready to get off of here. What I want to do is I want to wish you the best. I want to challenge you to really stand up and do something exceptional, to do something extraordinary, be a part of the solution and not just complain about the problem. I'm calling everybody to deck, on deck, to make things happen. Support the work we're doing. If you haven't checked out that interview with Marion, definitely go check it out. It's raw, and it's nowhere near as raw as the book, but they get right down to it. You get to see some things, and that's why I can share so much about my wife, because she's already shared it. So I'm not like throwing her out there. I'm talking about where she started, and the beautiful thing is, if she can do it, she's out there teaching young girls that they can do it too, that you're not trapped by your circumstances and your situations and all of that from the past. So on that note, look, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. I gotta run ahead and grab this stuff and get back to the house, but I just really want to share that with you. Go to the description box, click on the link, and show some love, show some support, or you can give directly through our Cash App account. On that note, I'm out of here. You have a great day.